Welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I know it's been a minute, but I am back and I finally wanted to just show you guys the full tutorial on the style I did in my last TikTok. It was inspired by this cute style that I saw on Pinterest. I'm going to pop it up on the screen right here. So right here I'm just mixing up some acrylic so I can have a transition color, because honestly ladies, ombre with acrylic is just like ombre with your makeup. You need a good color to transition it so it can blend. So I'm just going to mix that up really quick and then we can get started. And after you mix that up, you just want to give it a good shake just to make sure everything is mixed from the bottom to the top and to make sure you don't get any marbling in there. And here's our finished product. Nice bright orange. Let's go. Now y'all know me with this camera. I zoomed in so y'all can get nice and close, but of course I zoomed in too much, so there's gonna be a few parts where my hand goes off screen. I did my best to cut those parts out. But if you see a little jump cuts, that's what that is. Alright, so here we're just going to start from the tip. I'm going to do obviously a 3-layer ombre. So we're going to start the tip with the yellow, and then as we go towards the base of the nail, use the orange and then the pink. I started off this way, and then you'll see later I do switch it up so you can get a feel for how the ombre looks going both ways. So my biggest tip for doing an ombre with colored acrylics, honestly, I like to go back and forth. So you'll see I started with the yellow, I did the orange, and now I'm going back in with the yellow. I do this even when it comes to like the base, or if I do a 2-color ombre, just because I feel like that layering gives the acrylics a chance to actually blend, especially if you're able to layer them while they're still kind of wet. It just comes out as a better transition to me. Now on this finger, I was going for a marble look. This was honestly my first time trying it with the colored acrylics, so I think it came out okay, but my technique definitely got better as I did more nails, so my other hand looks a little better than this one. Overall, I think it came out okay. I just, knowing that I have my technique down now, it's a little cringe watching how much pink I put on this nail. See, like right here, I should have stopped and just did the rest of the tip, but I went in with this extra pink, and I think that's where the marble got kind of thrown off. I think it would have looked better if I had just left it. But then again, I am usually more critical of myself than, you know, if it was somebody else doing my nails. So drop a comment below and tell me what you think about this nail. And on this one, we are back to the regular ombre. Now, if you notice, I've kind of been letting the acrylic sit on the brush for a second before I put it on and sit on my nail for a second before I start to manipulate it. This honestly is my love-hate for Modelones. I love that the acrylic is so cheap. They have really good prices and I like their colors, but at the same time, sometimes I think there's too much pigment in the acrylic and it sets too slow. And I know maybe that's because it's supposed to be in a beginner's acrylic, but at the same time, it's just sometimes it's kind of runny. Like, it looks really buttery on screen, but when you actually try to use it, like, you have to really get the timing right to be able to blend it and spread it out where it's not just like paint. But you know, I can't complain too much because I'm still trying to build up my acrylic collection. So Modelones definitely comes in clutch when I just need some colors for cheap. But I do want to invest in some different brands. I really like Valentino. You'll see that I use their clear. I love their clear coat and their acrylics because they really are like butter. But I want to reach out and try some other brands also. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Now this is the nail where I finally switch it up. You're going to see I start at the base this time with the pink, and then I fade it to the orange to the yellow. Honestly, I actually really like doing it this way, and I end up doing my other hand this way for every nail. I think it did blend really well, and you get a nice shape to the nail. It takes less acrylic to actually build it up because you're covering that whole base. So honestly, I would recommend doing it this way, but if you like doing it the other way, I mean, you see it's on my nails, so it works. And this is my other love-hate with Modelones. All that was just in the brush that I had to wipe out. A lot of times when I'm using this acrylic, if it's too much on the brush, like I can't even spread it out yet because it sticks to the brush. But I'm figuring it out slowly but surely. And here I am on the thumb. I'm honestly so mad my hand kept going out of camera for this one because that's really where you got to see the marble technique. But you can see right here, I really just put 2 beads of each color on there and then kind of swirl them together. And then I spread it out on the rest of the nail. So it's really not hard. If you guys want a full detailed tutorial on how to marble, I'll be happy to put one of those out too. So here is the finished color application. It's still nice and thin, and then I'll bulk it up with the clear acrylic. I like to do it that way just so when I file it, I'm not taking down any of the color or the design. It's basically an encapsulation, even though I don't have glitter or confetti or anything on the nail. Now you'll also see me brush the nail with the wet acrylic brush before I spread the rest of the clear coat on there. I like to do that to avoid air bubbles. I notice when I'm doing my clear coats on just basic colors, a lot of times I'll see little air pockets from where the application was. So I like to wet the actual nail, and that way You just get a better fusion with the acrylic, wet acrylic to the dry nail without the air bubbles in there. So once you are done with your clear coat, you can let it dry and file. I didn't file on camera this time just because this video was more so for the application. But if you made it this far, give me a little sun emoji in the comments. Honestly, this set doesn't just remind me of sunsets, it reminds me of fruit roll-ups too. So if you want, you can leave a candy emoji in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.